In this video, we take a look at the campground at Stephen C. Foster State Park. It's in the middle of the Okefenokee National Wildlife Refuge in Georgia. Check it out. Hey guys, I'm Kevin with Camp Outside, your inside source for all things outside. Today we are looking at the campground at Stephen C. Foster State Park in the Okefenokee National Wildlife Refuge in southern Georgia. Now don't be confused, there's a Stephen Foster State Park in northern Florida. This is the video for the park in southern Georgia, okay? So don't get that confused. You can tell the difference because the park in Georgia has Stephen C. Foster and the park in Florida has Stephen Foster in the name. Same guy, big deal about the Swanee River, same guy, different parks. Okay, so this is about the park in Georgia. Guys, we had a phenomenal time at Stephen C. Foster State Park. If you want to check out our camping video, I'll put a link to it right up here. You can check that out. But guys, this park is awesome. It's a small park. There's not a whole lot to see and do. There's some hiking trails. Primarily, this park is a fantastic access into the Okefenokee National Wildlife Refuge. And so you can rent boats there. You can take your own paddle craft. You can take your own small boats and go explore into the Okefenokee National Wildlife Refuge. It's a certified dark skies site, guys. So at night you can see the stars. It's amazing. What a fantastic place. Let's get right into the campground review. Stephen C. Foster State Park is located in Fargo, Georgia, which is in the southern part of the state, in the middle of the Okefenokee National Wildlife Refuge. It's easily accessible by Tallahassee and Jacksonville, Florida, Savannah, Macon, Atlanta, and Columbus, Georgia, as well as Charleston, South Carolina. Stephen C. Foster State Park is really focused on access to the Okefenokee National Wildlife Refuge, so there's not a lot to see and do, but it is really cool nonetheless. The access to the campground is indicated by the red arrow, and there's quite a large campground for this park. Let's take a look at the restrooms at Stephen C. Foster State Park. There are two main restroom facilities in this campground, one for each campground loop, and they're indicated by the red arrow. These restroom facilities are the new version of restrooms that we're starting to see in the Georgia State Parks, and they're very nice. So here's a look at one of them. Basically, there are 8 different rooms in the restroom building that are unisex, so they're available for men or women, and some of them are shower facilities. So we're going to take a look inside one right here. So as you make your way in, you'll see that the room is handicapped accessible with grab bars and everything. It has a toilet, it has a sink and mirror, and then it also has a shower facility. That shower facility has a bench as well as a fold-down bench in the shower itself for handicap use, and it has upper and lower faucets. So these facilities are really nice and brand new. I really like these facilities. Here's a look at the restroom facility in the other campground loop. As you can see, it does have some handicap parking out in front of it, and it is basically the same type of building. Also, there are trash cans located near these restrooms, so that's a great place to get rid of your trash. This campground does have bears, so they are bear-proof trash cans, so keep that in mind. You definitely want to be bear aware. And again, here's one last look at the restroom facilities. So really, really nice restrooms in this state park. And I hope that more state parks start to have these restroom styles. Let's take a driving tour of the campground. For our driving tour, we're going to start with the first loop of the campground with sites 1 through 26. We're going to follow the path with the red arrows. So as we start, we're going to come in past the staff residence, and so we're passing loop 1 on the left. You basically enter loop 1 and loop 2 at the same spot, which is coming up at this intersection. So we're going to turn left right here, and if you're in Loop 1, you're going to go off to the left, and if you're in Loop 2, you're going to go off to the right. So since we're going to hit Loop 1, we're heading off to the left. And as we wind our way through the campsite, you'll see that this campsite has a lot of trees. It's really nice, really pretty. And so off to the left there is campsite number 1. And off to the right is 2, and it will pretty much alternate. Although the numbering does get off a little bit because there's site 4 on the left and site 3 on the right. And there's site 5 on the right and 6 on the left. And of course this is a one-way loop, and you have a lot of kids in the campground, a lot of bikes, a lot of pedestrians, so make sure to be careful when you're driving around and make sure that your family members look both ways before crossing the street. Passing site 11 on the left and 12 on the right, and there's 13 on the left. The roads in this campground aren't super wide, but you shouldn't have much of a problem getting an RV or travel trailer through here. Just definitely take it slow, especially during the windy portions or the portions where the trees are right next to the road. Passing 18 on the left. (19) on the right, and then in the distance there you can see we're coming up on one of the restroom facilities. Passing 21 on the left. There's the handicap parking for the restroom. There's some bear-proof trash cans. And as we come out of this loop of the campground with site 25 on the left there, we're going to turn left and head back past the staff residences and into the second campground loop. So here we go, turning left. Heading down past the staff residence again. It's really nice having a staff residence so close to the campground in case there's an emergency. Hopefully you'll never have to bother them though. There's more bear-proof trash cans. And so instead of going to camping area number 1, we're going to do loop number 2. So we're going to go off to the right. And so we're going to pass sites 27 and 28 off to the left. And then we're going to come up on 29 to the right. There's site 30 off to the left. That was the site I stayed in. And again, this road just kind of winds through the campground. It's relatively narrow. And this park is a certified dark skies site, which means that it stays dark. No light pollution, so you can see the stars. So it gets really dark in this campground, especially during a new moon. So you're going to want to have a headlamp or a flashlight or something if you need to walk to the restroom. So we've hit some traffic here. So through the magic of YouTube, we're going to get by this guy. And so as we're waiting for him to back in, I just want to mention there is the main restroom facility for this section of the campground, which is also another one of the brand new style restrooms with 8 restroom facilities and showers. Really, really nice building. So as this guy gets backed in here, we are going to be able to continue on the loop. And there are the bear-proof trash cans on the right-hand side. So again, more handicap parking for access to the restroom. And as we continue on down the loop, we're going to pass sites 43, 44, 45, and then keep on going down. So all of these sites on this part of the Campground Loop are back-end sites. You can see that guy kind of pulled in sideways, but that's really actually a back-end site. That's site 51. So some of these sites are a little more open than others, but I really like this campground because there's a lot of vegetation between a lot of the sites, so you're not going to see your neighbors as much, and they're not going to see you, so you get this kind of sense of privacy a little bit, especially back towards the fire pits. Okay, so as we start to come out of this loop, we're going to turn right, and then we're going to head past the last sites in this campground. So these are pull-through sites, so that's site 59 on the left. And then we're going to pass site 60 on the right, 61 on the left, 62 on the right, and then 63 on the left, and then on the right here is the dump station. That dump station is obviously available for your use. And then as we make our way out, there are some campsites off to the left here, but those are extra sites in case something is needed. That's site 64 on the right there, which is actually part of the campground. But they do have some overflow sites and sites for campground hosts off to the left, and those are also some cabins for rent. And that's a driving tour of the campground at Stephen C. Foster State Park. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that review of the campground at Stephen C. Foster State Park in Georgia. As you can see, this state park does not have as many amenities as some of the other state parks in Georgia. There was no playground in the campground itself. There is a playground in the park though. It's primarily just a place to camp and with some restrooms and that kind of thing. So no boat ramps in the campground. So, you know, we just covered the campground itself, not the whole park. But as you can see, guys, this is a fantastic place to stay. I really enjoyed camping there. I do want to take my rowboat back and get out there and motor around the Okefenokee National Wildlife Refuge. What an incredible place. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, that little bell icon that notifies you when we release new videos. We are continuing to produce more and more campground review videos. If you like that content, guys, you're going to want to stay right here on Camp Outside. Also, guys, I'm going to be producing individual campsite review videos for the campsites at Stephen C. Foster. So if you're looking to stay there and you want a video walkthrough of individual campsites, you're definitely going to want to check out our YouTube channel at Campsites by Camp Outside. I'm going to put a link to it right up here so you can check that out. Those videos will be coming out real soon. And guys, Camp Outside exists to help moms and dads take their kids camping, hiking, fishing, learn about nature, and develop a conservation ethic. We want to help you get you and your kids outside. And what a better place to go outside than Stephen C. Foster State Park and canoeing or boating through the Okefenokee National Wildlife Refuge. So guys, if you have any questions about Stephen C. Foster State Park, camping, or any of that stuff, drop something in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Or you can hit us up on other social media. We're on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Twitter, or our website at campoutside.com. Guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.